Okay, I'm going to keep the video short, students, because I have two assignments for you today. The first one is going to deal with what I'm going to go over here in this video, which is from the Psalm. This is the King James translation of Psalm 10:4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. Now, your temptation, if I were to ask you, what does it mean to seek after God? What does it mean to do what the wicked is not doing? What does it mean to have God in all your thoughts? Many of you would say, well, that's to always pray and to go to mass and to always be really super religious. But I don't think that's it. Let's take a look at what the wicked actually does. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief, and so forth. Now, you can just say, well, that's just a list of attributes of people who are not religious. He's not talking about being religious. The psalmist is talking about the wicked do not seek after God. Instead, he gives a list of things that they do that express who they are. So my first question to you is, if the wicked do not seek after God, and let's look one more time at the quotation. If the wicked do not seek after God, if the wicked do not have God in all their thoughts, then what's the opposite of that? What does it mean to seek after God or to have God in all your thoughts? And don't tell me a list of religious things. Tell me what it means inside of you to seek after God and to have God in all your thoughts. The other thing I want you to do today is look at Peter's speech after he has healed. He and John, through the power of God, have healed the lame man at the temple. Peter again preaches a sermon, not like any homily you'll ever hear, because he is in their face. And he reminds them again that they put to death the author of life. The one from whom all existence comes, they killed. Our priests could remind us of that. It's not just the Jews who put Christ to death, it's humanity. We still choose Barabbas over Christ. My question for that passage and for his killer sermon in the temple is, give me 3 examples of things he's referring to in the Old Testament in this sermon, and tell me what they mean. Some of you may have read them if you've been in this class with me prior. But even if you haven't read them, go to some sort of Bible that gives you notes on some of the things Peter is referring to, because his mini sermon here in the temple is packed with references to the Hebrew scriptures, the Old Testament, the Bible as they knew it at the time. And tell me at least 3 things that he's referring to. You don't have to go into detail, but, you know, by the same token, don't be slapdash. And the other question is, what does it mean to seek after God and to have God in all your thoughts? And again, I don't want a canned answer that you think I want to hear. I want something that you reflect upon that maybe unpacks the mystery of what's going on there in Psalm 10.